welcome once again, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, one and all, to a brand new edition of QuaranTimes brought to you by the OG Quinn Spinn family. I am your host, the Quinn. I'm back here on Facebook Live as well as all the streaming platforms if you're listening to this on any of those at any point in time. And we might be somewhere else by the end of this episode. I'm not going to spoil it for him yet, but we're going to be making in all of the history, in all of the years of the Quinn Spinn, we've never been on the platform that this episode will be the first episode to appear on, at least in full episode form. Anyway, but it's a long time coming. It's well past a long time coming, but that's all I'm going to say about that. Anyway, I'm the Quinn, and we are joined, well, Mr. Scotty Rock, who's been here past couple times, and pretty much all the time on QuaranTimes. Scotty, how you doing?
All day, every day. What's up?
What's new in your world?
Honestly, not a whole lot. I would like to say, I think in addition to the platform we are possibly on at the moment, this might also be a historical show because do we really have a format?
No. We're gonna get into that. I mean,
do we ever have a format?
I have absolutely nothing to update you on, besides the fact that I am on my second week of Weight Watchers, and I lost 3.6 pounds.
Nice.
Well, congratulations.
And I beat desk this week.
Didn't they change their name to just WW now?
It's WW, but
that makes no sense.
I don't know.
It could be like wheel workers or wage whelpers. I don't know. How am I supposed to know it's Weight Watchers?
Well, congratulations, Scotty. And since you're on the WW train again, you know what you did the last time you were on the WW train?
Oh.
Do you remember, Scotty?
Quit WW after a couple weeks.
You did the QQ before you did the WW.
Yes, True. That is correct, JD. The Quinn Quake.
The Quinn Quake.
It is absolutely time for you to get back on the Quinn Quake train as well, Scotty Rock. And let me just to remind the folks at home, there you go. There's the Quinn Quake title screen. Quinn Quake is, of course, our workout program here at the Quinn Spinn. That video will also be going up on this channel, this mystery channel we're going to be appearing on with all of our episodes and other fun stuff. But yeah, so Scotty, fitness, wellness.
It's a blizzard. It's cold.
Well, fitness and wellness is not only diet, but it's also exercise. Abs, as they say, abs are not made in the kitchen. So now is the time to start doing those crunches again, and to to hopefully have them go a little less painfully every single time. That's the goal. The first one back is always the hardest, and then you progress from there, Scotty. But I'm proud of you for once again re-embarking on your Quinn Quake fitness journey, and I hope to be up there to join you for a workout soon.
Thank you. I personally, I would rather my coach talk to me and mentor me. I appreciate you giving me words of wisdom. I really do. Coming from you, it means a lot. However, my coach, he motivated me. He was more. I'm not gonna lie. I was terrified of him. So,
well, I mean, he looked so buff. He was so. I mean, let's look at him real quick. Let's take a look. I mean.
I'm having PTSD, major PTSD.
I mean, look at those.
That kind of looks like PC Principal.
That's exactly the point.
Yeah, he kind of does. No, well,
stylist.
Maybe like his brother, because PC Principal wears blue.
Wait,
and that's
Quinn. That's not you though.
No. It's this guy, Quinn McQuakes.
Quinn McQuakes.
Coach Quake.
It sounds like a thing you get for sale at Dairy Queen.
Coach McQuakes. Yeah.
Quinn McQuakes.
Coach McQuakes.
He I heard he shook up your fitness. I wasn't there, but that's what I heard.
He did. The earth shook.
He has some interesting taglines too, doesn't he? What?
The change was surely seismic that day, from what I understand.
Yes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yes. I moved heaven and earth.
Yeah, to achieve your fitness goals, and
he really shook up your life.
Yeah.
And you know what was great? So I know we touched on my 40th birthday a couple of weeks ago.
We did.
But Elle made a video for me and had a whole compilation of friends and family send well wishes and all that. And yes, my voice just cracked. And Coach McQuakes actually showed up.
Oh, wow.
And gave a really nice, inspirational birthday message.
Earth-shattering message.
Yeah, it was very nice. It was I was really I wish I knew how to reach him, but he's very, very private. Only reaches out when he wants to, shake it up.
To shake up your fitness. Well, what a nice guy, though.
I don't know where to reach out to thank him for the message.
Well, that's the type of coach that really cares about his clients, I must say. That's really nice of him.
Yeah. He's I think he cares. He's a hard coach, but
like the earth.
He really, yes, like the earth.
Built out of stone like the earth.
Yes,
look at him.
Hard to crack. But I think beneath that tough outer crust is a molten heart.
Molten man.
A
tectonic teacher.
just oozing with love and gratitude and just nothing but happiness. I know that deep inside that's what's in there.
I'm still on tectonic.
Drilled to the center.
A tectonic teacher. Yeah.
Well, I'm glad he sent you that birthday message. I mean, that's more than I did. I mean, I would have.
I know. I didn't want to say anything, but
I'm a busy man, Scotty. I got to walk the cat. I got to wash my hair. So I go to the bathroom a lot.
Three very random things in your day that you just mentioned.
I don't even have a cat, and if I did, you don't usually walk those. Yeah, but I mean, I've heard of people actually walking their cats, though. I don't know.
I'll have to ask one of my friends that has two cats if she walks them.
Like, I don't know what level cat person you have to be to walk your cat, but I've actually heard of it. Like, I say that as a joke when I don't want to do something. No, I have to walk the cat. But apparently, people actually do walk their cats.
Isn't that just called an outdoor cat?
No, but like they actually have a
feral
leash for
cat?
them. Like,
feral. Feral means that
cats are like
they're not domesticated.
Right.
They're pretty much wild.
Right.
Yeah.
They're the ones you'd see in the cartoons picking out the fishbone, back in the day.
Yeah, kind of like Drunk Uncle Lewis. I think he's feral.
Speaking of drunk
I think the last podcast he was on, they called him Feral Cat Lewis.
Well, so that explains why Drunk Uncle Lewis hasn't been here. That explains his "Where's Drunkle" hashtag. Mm-hmm. He's feral. He's
he's on some other show.
He's a vagabond, Drunk Uncle Lewis. I miss Drunkle.
Bag of times.
Last time I saw him, he was selling cars in the snow, in 3 feet of snow. Maybe he didn't survive the blizzard. I don't know. We should have a search party.
That's not good.
Yeah, we should
probably check on him.
We should definitely. If anybody knows the whereabouts of Drunk Uncle Lewis, please let us know. Well, Scotty, I'm very proud.
If you have a shovel and are in Sussex County, New Jersey, just start digging.
It probably hasn't
either.
Yeah,
we don't have shovels in Georgia.
Yeah. That was one thing the other day, because of course we're in the great southern snowstorm of doom down here in Tennessee. No snow shovels at Home Depot. I had to get like one of those metal like square like transfer shovels, like a gardening shovel. It's the closest thing I've got, and I still haven't used it because even if I shovel the driveway, they don't plow the streets here. They don't plow the side streets. They just wait. They just pray it away and wait for it to melt. So
like the true Bible Belt, just pray it away.
Exactly. We're praying the snow away. So it's going to be at least a few days before I'm able to actually take my little 4-door sedan and actually use it, which saves me on gas. Not that I use much, but it does save me on gas. So that's good. Well, Scotty,
don't have to go that far, so.
What's that?
I said you don't have to go that far.
Yeah, it's true. Like everything I do is within 2 miles, so it's all good. I never leave Nashville unless I like leave Nashville. So and a lot of times I prefer to fly in the non-Rona times. But anyway, Scotty, very proud of you for embarking on your Quinn Quake fitness journey again. There he is one more time, your coach with the
tectonic teacher,
tectonic teacher, Quinn McQuakes, and now returning to the show, JD. How's it going, sir?
Oh man. Okay. So how people have, when you start a thought, when you start talking and you don't have a thought, that's just what happened to me. So, let's rewind. Let's restart.
Okay.
Yeah. So I haven't been here yet this year.
Yes, Happy New Year.
Yeah,
Thank you.
New Year.
Happy New Year. This year, my 2021 has basically been a Papa Roach song.
So, your weakness is that you care too much.
Well, that was prior to 2021.
You've always cared too much.
Yeah. But
so being on QuaranTimes is your last resort?
Yes.
I don't blame you.
No, sorry. I had to do like the deep introspection there in a span of 5 seconds because we're on live, whatever this is.
You had to go through all the other resorts that you have before arriving to this one, which was the last resort. Yes,
absolutely. Yeah. Would it be wrong? Oh, I'm not going to say that line. Never mind. No.
Yeah,
But anyway,
yeah, let's go.
We digress. I just missed. Thank you. I have missed the show. Been a tough start to the year, but it's one of those things where I just kind of had to like unplug and not really like just be flake out on everything, which I don't like to do, but sometimes I just have to do.
Sometimes you got to do you.
Sometimes you got to be a frosted flake.
Yeah, that'd be great.
I certainly wasn't great, but
well, but you need to be a frosted flake so then you can then be great down the road.
That is true. There you go. You're sounding like a tectonic teacher right there.
Got on a shirt.
What, tectonic teacher or?
No, be a frosted flake so someday you could be great.
Yeah, I do like that. That should be like
I feel like I'd have to run that by the people at Kellogg's first before I started.
Probably because you're using 2 of their things. You're using Frosted Flakes and you're using their.
Speaking of Kellogg's, I'm sorry for jumping in, but I was watching a TV show.
Oh boy.
Called The Food That Made America on the History Channel.
So just a lot of it.
What?
So just a lot of it?
Yes. No. But it talks about all of the major food companies and how they became multi-million-dollar companies. And one of them was Kellogg. And it was very interesting. And I'm not going to bore you by talking about their whole origin story. However, if you want to watch a really good show and historical information about how some of your favorite food companies came to be, I would definitely recommend The Food That Made America.
All right.
I don't even know like what Kellogg's makes.
Corn Flakes.
Oh.
Don't they make Rice Krispies too? Is that
Raisin
them?
Bran, I think? Or no, that's Post. They make a bunch of cereal, but
they make all kinds of cereal.
The guy who invented Coca-Cola, since you're from Georgia, was addicted to. He was a a Civil War veteran, and became addicted to morphine while he was inventing Coca-Cola, and ended up selling it to somebody who ended up stealing the idea and claiming it as his.
Didn't Coca-Cola used to have cocaine in it?
Isn't that why it's called Coca-Cola?
Yeah, it did. Yeah. But
did it tell that story?
It's a very cool show.
Did it tell that story about why they decided to make it with cocaine, and then what led them to take the cocaine out of it?
Cocaine was in a lot of those cure-all medicines at the time that were like very trendy. And so a lot of the medicines that were given out at that time or were trendy at the time actually had cocaine, had marijuana, had all kinds of things that one guy quoted, you wouldn't even wash your floor with, let alone put it in your body. And they...
I remember that.
Talk about why they took it out or when they took it out. However, it's a 2-hour episode and I'm only 45 minutes in. So it is possible that eventually they did when they get into the modern day Coca-Cola. So I will let you know next show.
Here's a question for you.
Or you can watch it on your own.
What's the question?
I'll probably have to do it. Here's a question for you. Yeah. Do you think we should just put cocaine back in Coca-Cola? Because I kind of want it at this point. With how crazy the world is right now, why not? Why not just put cocaine back in Coca-Cola?
So you're just trying to spice things up.
Yeah, like just trying to shake it up a little bit, just like.
Or you could move to Oregon and just have a crack pipe legally.
Well, it's decriminalized in Oregon. It's not legal. Like, it's not for sale.
not illegal.
Tomato.
I don't know. I'm just putting that out in the universe, and also because we don't have anything to talk about tonight, so
that's true. I mean,
I literally just thought of that question.
We've burned 15 minutes already. Amazing.
We've burnt. Yeah, I mean, I told y'all before we went live. I said this is the show that needs to go off the rails.
Well,
if there is a show that needs to go off the rails, it's this one tonight.
All right. Well, then I'm going to answer your question with another question, which may really throw it off the rails.
Okay.
Have you ever done cocaine?
Nope.
Me neither.
Not answering.
All right. Well, let's make like the Spice Girls and spice up our life.
That was a short detour.
That's according to JD. We need to make like the Spice Girls.
No, to be honest, I haven't.
Yeah.
The only drugs I do are prescription, and I'm on a lot of them. Let's not get into that.
So we're 0 for 3 on cocaine. Good.
We are. Yeah, that's a batting average you want to be 0.
Yeah, that's a bridge I don't ever really want to cross. To be honest, I'm good.
I do like Pepsi better than Coke,
but it never had cocaine in it.
You could put cocaine in Pepsi.
Well, here's the thing. Since I live right by Atlanta, which is Coca-Cola territory, if I mention Pepsi at all, I'm arrested on the spot. It's actually against the law to mention. Oh, hey, officer, how's it going? Yeah, no, I'm just doing Can I just come to the station? Yeah. Okay, sorry, I'm getting arrested. I mentioned Pepsi.
No, blame me. Blame the guy from Jersey or from New York.
Yeah, there's a guy here from Jersey. Can I just come? Yeah, I'll just come to the station when I'm done. Thanks. All right, sorry.
All right. Well, we had a live arrest here on QuaranTimes tonight.
Well, I mean, that's not the only time I've been disrupted here. I mean, Mickey Mouse. Let's not get into that.
That's true. Yeah.
Have you ever gone on the Coke tour?
Yes, actually, I have. Yeah. They give you one of those glass bottles of Coke when you're done.
Yeah.
And I told myself, well, I'm not gonna drink this. I'm just gonna save it forever, and maybe one day it'll be worth a lot of money. Then I realized 6 months later, well, they give out thousands of these things every single day at a tourist spot. So It's never going to be worth a ton of money. Oh, sorry. That wasn't 6 months later. It was 6 years later. And then I opened it up and drank it, and it was flat. And I just bungled the whole thing.
Gross. Did you keep the bottle though?
No, I recycled it. Which means the remains will probably just end up back at the Coca-Cola world, and they'll use it again.
Mm-hmm. Circle of life.
Or it'll end up being
Circle of Coke. The Circle of Coke. Well, they had a whole bunch. They had all these dispensers from all the different Coke products from around the world.
Cool.
There were some funky flavors there.
They have one of those in Disney World.
Yeah, isn't that at Epcot?
Yeah, at Epcot.
Yeah, at Epcot. I haven't been to Epcot.
I remember there was an apple one, and it was really good.
Ew. And it still tasted like Coke?
No. It was apple soda. It was different flavors.
Oh.
No. It wasn't all Coke.
Okay.
But it was really good. I kept going back to that one.
It's like when you go to the M&M store and they have 78 different colors of M&Ms.
Oh, you mean the one in Times Square?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The one in Times Square.
Is that still there?
I have no idea.
Maybe.
Everything in Times Square is gone. Every time I went to Times Square, I used to go to the Toys R Us store, and that's not there anymore.
We used to go to the Virgin Megastore, which is gone. And I don't know if you guys remember, way back, I may be dating myself, but there was an arcade called...
Was it in Chinatown?
No, it was right next to the Virgin Megastore.
Oh.
I want to say it was called Barcade, and it was a 3-story bar/arcade. There was one floor that was for anybody under 21, and then the top 2 floors it was like the first bar arcade, but it was right in Times Square. And I remember they had this drumming. It was like Guitar Hero, but it was a drum set. And you would go into this booth, and you could choose from 100 songs, popular songs.
Oh, yeah. It was probably made by the same company that makes Dance Dance Revolution.
It might be. But I remember I would always play that. It was I would waste $7-8 for one round, lose in 5 seconds. But it was the coolest arcade. And I remember I used to go there all the time.
I used to go to...
Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, I used to go to Chinatown Fair in Chinatown in New York. That was one of the most popular fighting game community spots because they had all the old fighting game cabinets there.
That's cool.
I used to beg my parents to take it because we'd go like every Easter for a good 3-4 years, like when I was in middle school, high school-ish. We'd go to New York and we'd go see a show on Broadway or off Broadway. And I used to always beg them to take us to WWF New York when that was there.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Every single time. I bought an Ed shirt. I bought a Jericho shirt there.
I went there for a pay-per-view once.
Oh yeah? Which one?
They had a pay-per-view there once?
Well, they used to air the pay-per-views, and then they used to have
that's
like
right.
1 or 2 wrestlers at WWF New York, and they used to do like a satellite in for like 30
yeah, that's
seconds.
right.
I remember Tori was there, not
Okay.
Tori Wilson, the original Tori.
Tori,
The
like with X-Pac, Tori.
Yes, she was there, and I don't remember who else, and I don't remember what pay-per-view it was.
It's probably like No Way Out.
But I went there once, and it was not as fun as it looked on TV.
I mean, yeah, it's just a restaurant.
Yeah.
when you really think about it, it's just a
It
restaurant.
was very expensive. It wasn't worth it.
It's like when I went to Hard Rock Cafe in Myrtle Beach. It was the outside is just a giant pyramid.
The pyramid, yes, I love the pyramid.
The outside's just a giant pyramid. So you think, oh, I'm going to go in there. It's going to be amazing.
Yeah.
There's literally there was like 15 tables. It was small as hell in there.
And it's a Hard Rock Cafe.
Well, my 8-year-old self didn't know that. My 8-year-old self saw a giant pyramid. I'm like, this is going to be a culinary experience. And it's a Hard Rock Cafe. Exactly.
At age 8, you were like, this is going to be a culinary experience.
When you're 8 years old, everything's a culinary experience.
You're eating dinner in a pyramid. I mean,
exactly.
That's true. That's true. Yeah. I have to think like 8-year-old Quinn for a second.
Yeah. Your palate's not developed when you're 8 years old.
You're like, those mozzarella sticks are going to be amazing.
I'm gonna have Egyptian pyramid potato skins.
This is going to be the best
that
meal
might have
of
been
my
the
life.
actual name of the menu item. I don't know, but
This is going to be
it was very disappointing.
This is going to be the best meal ever. I mean, it's not going to top the McDonald's I had on Tuesday. That Happy Meal hit the spot.
That was the second best meal.
Look, McDonald's every once in a while is good. But
Look, I Coach McQuakes would be mad at me, but once in a while, I just got to roll through.
He doesn't have to know. He doesn't have to know.
Burger meal.
He doesn't have to know.
If he watches this, he'll know.
He's not watching. They don't have cable in the cabals of underground.
I think he has them in his sunglasses. I think.
You think he has like the Google Glasses type thing?
Yes, I do.
Google.
Does he make Google Glasses money on QuinnQuake?
Does Google Glass even exist anymore?
I think so.
Does it?
I think he has the last one. The only.
Hold on, now I gotta Google that.
I have a Google Glass story while you're looking.
Actually, I'm gonna Bing that. I'm gonna spike Google and Bing about Google Glasses.
Wait, I just thought of a question after your Google Glass story.
Yeah, so when Google Glass first came out, I was working in New York, and one of my coworkers came up to me, and he's like, so I was doing like internal communications. I was doing a little bit of video. He's like, hey man, would you like to come with me to Google? I need to pick up my Google Glass, and I want someone to document the experience. And I'm like,
what?
I'm like, well, I mean, I got like a flip cam we can take the video with. Oh, flip cam. Oh, well, let me check on something. He walks away, comes back 10 minutes later, and the iPhone, I forget which one was the new one at the time, but whatever it was, he's like, don't worry, I found somebody with an iPhone, with 1080p, no hard feelings, and he walked away. And that was the moment I knew I needed to leave New York City and never return. That's my Google Glass story. But for real, I tried Google Glass, and honestly, I never saw the appeal to it because all it was this little half-inch screen. They had to tilt your head, squint, and close this eye, squint this eye. And how are you looking at this thing when you're walking down the streets of Manhattan and not getting hit by a cab?
And weren't they awkward too? Like they weren't like normal glass size. They were like.
It kind of reminded me of Cyclops from X-Men a little bit with the
right.
Yeah, I don't think it exists anymore. But JD, what is your search turned up?
They have a website.
It's real.
It's real.
Wait, did they look?
That's like about all I know.
So Google Glass still exists, which is astounding to me because I haven't heard anybody.
Did they look like this?
Let Let me see. Hold on. I gotta tab back to you.
If you tilted
Close. Not quite. Not quite.
Like this?
I wish.
Little closer. A little closer. That's it.
That's
It kind of looks like a speedometer on your face.
Yeah.
That looks like you're going skiing.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
I've been waiting to play
deal with it.
So yeah, that's
now
my Google Glass story.
Stop, Scotty. Sorry, Quinn.
I haven't heard anybody talk about Google Glass in a long time. I wasn't aware it still existed.
Yeah, I didn't know either. Oh, let's read the FAQs.
Does it exist? No.
End of FAQ. Actually, no, I'm not going to read that.
Wait, so can I ask my question?
Yeah. Go for it.
So this goes back to WW, or if you're from the South and saying the beginning of WWF, you say WW. Yes, I went there. So every Tuesday is my cheat day. Most people do a cheat meal. Elle and I do a cheat day.
Ooh, fancy.
So my question is, give me your cheat day. Breakfast, lunch, dinner.
Okay, so here's my problem. My cheat day is like every day.
Okay, but pretend you're on WW. Pretend you're on WW and eating nothing for 6 days.
Mm-hmm.
And your 7th day, whatever you want. I'll tell you what, my Tuesday was Taylor ham and cheese on a bagel, salt, pepper, ketchup for breakfast. I had Taco Bell for lunch. And Quinn, you'll like this, smash burger for dinner.
There you go. The Taco Bell kind of ruined it for me. I can't do Taco Bell anymore. But smash burger, let me tell you.
And they just opened a Shake Shack down the street, which is very dangerous.
No, the closest Shake Shack to me is like 30 miles away.
Well, they just opened last week, and the line has been out the door in snow. That people are like 30 people deep inside, 30 people outside in line. We went there on our last cheat day, and I left. I didn't even want to wait in line.
I don't blame you. Okay, so mine would probably be.
And I'm just saying whatever you want. So it doesn't have to be like in Georgia. Like if you
I know
Taylor ham, you could have Taylor ham. Like whatever you want.
Oh yeah. Okay, so
like what would your ideal cheat day be?
Okay, so my ideal cheat day for breakfast, I would also have a Taylor ham, egg, and cheese on an everything bagel and some home fries. And then for lunch, let's see, what would I do for lunch? I already know what my dinner is going to be. For lunch, I would have... Lunch, I'd probably do like... I don't know. Honestly, I'd probably skip lunch because my dinner is going to be gigantic. Dinner, I'm going to order a freaking stuffed crust pizza from Pizza Hut. Meat lovers, but I replaced the ham with mushrooms. And eat the whole damn thing. Because
what's that? Pepperoni, sausage, mushrooms?
Pepperoni, sausage. What else did you say, Quinn?
Bacon.
Oh, bacon?
Yeah, bacon. I think it's bacon, yeah.
Mushrooms.
So sub ham for mushrooms and all those other meats.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
For me, it's easy because usually if I go on a long road adventure, it's usually just whatever I eat along the road, which is usually I stop at the pilot station, get a zebra cake, eat that for breakfast. Little Debbie zebra cakes are my weakness. I love those things. I'll treat myself once in a while and get one. And then it's usually just some combination of like McDonald's, Wendy's, Arby's, or Subway the rest of the day. And probably way too much caffeine than any human should consume in a 24-hour period. My cheat days are the days that I'm on the road. So these long road trips, like the one I took to North Dakota last year, I ate a lot of that kind of stuff to the point where I finally arrived I was visiting a friend in Arkansas, and I finally arrived. I'm like, it feels so good to just not eat McDonald's or Subway for the first time in like 9 days.
I don't feel oil dripping through my veins.
Oh God! I pulled back into Nashville. I didn't even go home. I went straight. I woke up, dressed for the gym, and went straight for the gym that morning because I'm just like I can't do this anymore. I can't wait another minute.
Quinn, do you live near a Fazoli's?
I have no idea what that is.
Okay, it's fast food Italian. I know that sounds
Like Sbarro?
even more fast food than Sbarro.
Wow. Okay.
Like it has a drive-through.
Ooh. Okay.
What's it called?
Fazoli's.
I know. I'm guessing it's Southern.
I'm not sure. It might be, but
I've never heard of it.
the point I'm trying to make is it sounds like it would be disgusting, but it's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
And every single combo meal that you get comes with a breadstick. So imagine like going through the drive-through, ordering a chicken parm combo, and you get a breadstick, and it's not bad.
All right. I'm going to look out for this.
Wait, hold on. So I just went to the store directory.
Yeah.
It goes Mississippi, Missouri, Nebraska, North Carolina, Ohio, like Jersey. There's nothing East Coast.
So it skips Tennessee too.
No.
What is this for?
17 locations.
Really?
Where are you? Or
where am I? Nashville.
how about I? Okay. All right. Nashville. There's one location.
Where?
On Harding Mall Drive.
Oh, I don't know where that is. I never leave the east side.
10 Harding Mall Drive, Nashville, Tennessee.
This is Fazoli's?
Fazoli's.
Well, when I can finally get my car out, I'm going to go in search of this, and I'm going to try it.
I went to a Fazoli's in Nashville.
It might have been that Fazoli's, because apparently that's the only one.
Hold on.
Make sure you download the Fazoli's Rewards app before you go.
Yes. Yes. It was right across the street from a Dunkin' Donuts. That's all I remember. Because the reason I remember that is because as we were leaving, we drove past the not the Dunkin' Donuts. I said Dunkin' Donuts, didn't I?
Yeah, you said Dunkin' Donuts.
I meant to say Krispy Kreme.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I drove. We as we were leaving, we drove past the Krispy Kreme on the other side of the road, and the light was on, so we had to stop. Because you got to stop.
Of Times Square, they just built a 24-hour Krispy Kreme in Times Square.
Are you serious?
Yes, and they deliver, and it's like, yeah.
Do you know what else I went to in Times Square that I thought was going to be a culinary experience because I was young?
Bubba Gums.
No, worse than that.
I've done that before.
No, worse than that. Olive Garden.
Oh, I've been
to an Olive Garden in Times Square.
That's like the 2-floor, right? Isn't it?
Yeah, it's a 2-floor. It's a 2-floor Olive Garden. Why do you need 2 floors of an Olive Garden? Is one floor the olive and the second floor is the garden?
I gotta grow the olive somewhere.
I guess.
I've been in Applebee's in Times Square. I've been to Bubba Gump's. I've been to
Applebee's.
I've been to Fridays in Times Square.
I've been there too.
Mm-hmm.
Me too.
Yeah.
And I've been to the Fridays near the garden, next to the garden.
Yeah.
And I went to the McDonald's there when it used to be open. It used to be the largest McDonald's in the world. Mm-hmm. That title now goes to the McDonald's in Orlando.
Oh, interesting.
That has a
there is a really good restaurant that we go to every year, except this year because of COVID. It's an Italian restaurant. Most people go to what's the Broadway place everybody goes to? It's like family style.
I don't know.
It's like a famous Italian restaurant. Right off.
Buca di Beppo.
No.
Oh. Wait, I thought you said family style Italian.
Carrabba's Italian Grill.
Oh, in Times Square. It's like the one everybody goes to.
Oh, it's not a chain?
No.
Oh, then I don't know. I've only been to the chains in Times Square.
I thought that's all there was in Times Square because everything else is
Carmine's.
Oh, Carmine's. I've never heard of it.
So there's another place called Tony's de Napoli, which is like Carmine's on the other side of Times Square. And it is one of the best Italian restaurants you'll ever eat at.
All right.
Glad this turned into a culinary show.
I feel like every time you step into the threshold that is Times Square, you just immediately become a tourist, and
of course,
restaurant chains just become the most appetizing thing on that you can think of
on planet Earth. Yeah. I would, when I worked in New York, I would avoid Times Square like the plague. I'm like,
oh yeah.
I'm like, I don't want to go there.
I used to go to Times Square back when I lived in New Jersey. Those were the times when they still allowed cars to drive through it.
Yep.
Oh, that's
it was
right.
a nightmare.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now you could sit in the middle of Times Square in a folding chair.
Yeah. Now they got that bleacher step thing. I don't know what that is.
Yeah, that's behind the TKTS booth.
You could also sit there in an Elmo costume or a Big Bird costume or any kind of costume you want.
Did you do that, Quinn?
No, but like, have you ever been there when like the Elmos
Naked cowboy.
they're like, or like the naked cowboy?
Just thinking of him. What happened to the naked cowboy?
He got arrested a lot.
Well, that goes without saying. If you're half naked in Times Square, you're probably going to get arrested quite a bit.
He was nude. But there were like a lot of, or at least there used to be, I don't know if they cracked down on them, but there were a lot of like bootleg Elmos and like Cookie Monsters. And like,
No, there still are.
No, there still are like, and it's not like authentic costumes. Like it's like bootleg costumes that they stitched in their basement and they wear them and they go around.
Oh yes, I do remember this.
And they get really pissed when you go to take a picture with them and you don't pay them.
Yeah, I did that once.
Yeah,
I did that. The first time I ever saw one of those, my niece Amber was like 2 or 3, and I'm like, I'm gonna take a picture with this Elmo, and then I didn't pay him, and I walked away. In the end. Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen them take their heads off. They get so pissed.
Really? Wow.
That's
that didn't happen to me.
That almost feels like one of the cardinal sins of dressing up.
No, they don't care. They're not there for the kids.
I then saw one misplaced Big Bird at Central Park, like badgering tourists to take a picture with him. Like he was like flapping his wings and following them.
How it's in Central Park.
Flapping his wings.
It was the weirdest thing one of the weirdest things I've ever seen in my life. It was like something out of some bizarre like video game, like where like there were a bunch of Big Birds running around that you had to step on like Goombas or something. Like that's what it reminded me of.
Just picturing an angry Big Bird just flapping his wings, chasing after children.
But like, of course, the face doesn't have any expression on it, so it's just like.
Yeah, it's like one of those like kill me faces.
Yeah, it was the weirdest thing.
It's like it reminds me, you know that Winnie the Pooh meme where it's like a regular picture of Winnie the Pooh and then it's like Winnie the Pooh on drugs and he's got like one of those hold on, let me find the picture.
Oh yeah.
I'll make it my virtual background.
Yeah, there we go.
Hold on.
Yes, I've seen that before. But yeah, so the Big Bird was misplaced around Central Park, way away from Times Square, flapping his wings at tourists. And the cop there was a cop there going up to him and like trying to get him to leave. I didn't see what happened after that. I just tried to get out of there before things got.
I mean, I feel like he was like character acting. Like Big Bird would be near the park.
But why would Big Bird be flapping his wings and harassing tourists? That's not character acting.
I mean, but he was near Central Park, which is where the birds would be.
The birds.
I guess. Someone was just off about that Big Bird, though, and it might have been the bootleg costume he had on. Anyway.
That's fantastic.
Look at this. We have... Oh, I have not seen. What is that?
Yeah, that's Winnie the Pooh.
Good Lord. Wow, the less said about this, the better.
For those that are listening, solely listening, and not on Facebook Live, search Winnie the Pooh on crack. And you'll see a Winnie the Pooh with teeth and very small eyes. That's your clue.
Looks like Charlie Brown eyes.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
But
now my daughter loves Winnie the Pooh, and I would love to do an experiment.
Don't show her this.
Who's this? And see if she says Pooh. But I don't want to traumatize her.
Yeah, don't ruin her her love of Winnie the Pooh by showing her that picture.
It depends on the kid, though, because some kids would laugh. Like Amber would absolutely. As a matter of fact, I'm going to find that. I'm going to send it to Amber, and she's going to love it. Like she's going to crack up.
Yeah, but she's a little older. Would you have done it when she's a year and a half?
Absolutely, and she would have laughed her head off. Absolutely.
You should wait till she goes through the DARE program if they still do that, and then show her that picture while she's in the midst of the DARE.
This is Winnie the Pooh on drugs, and then show her.
Yes.
Yeah. Wait, my daughter has this little dancing bear that sings, and there's a little button on the foot that you have to push to make a dance, and usually she tries to push it, but she's not strong enough, so I have to help her.
Aww.
Today she did it, and like freaked out when it started dancing around.
That's awesome.
At the end, because it dances and like the vibration, it like turns and it fell over at the end. She screamed.
Oh no!
Ran over to me, terrified, because the thing fell over. It was very funny.
So she's probably not the type of kid you want to show Winnie the Pooh on crack.
No, especially when she loves Winnie the Pooh. Like she has a stuffed animal.
Don't ruin Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah, but that would be a funny experiment.
You have to have a certain kind of sense of humor. JD, can you just do me a favor with that Winnie the Pooh picture? Can you send it to our group chat with no context whatsoever? And just put it in
It would be my pleasure.
Please do that. Just send it to the group chat. Don't say it.
I will 100% do that right now.
Thank you.
And if we get any messages from anybody that's not on tonight's show, we will be sure to say what they said.
Yes. Yeah. And if you're just listening to this, we'll be happy to send it to you. Just message the page as well.
Absolutely. We will show. Yes.
All right. Well,
words are hard.
Look at this. We've burned almost 40 minets here on the show.
We are so far off the rails.
We're still in the intro.
We're still in the intro. See, we had nothing to talk about. Look where we went. Maybe we should just have nothing to talk about forever.
This is...
I mean, Quinn, the last few weeks, you and I have had a very, very basic format. And we have gone an hour and a half on like nothing.
Not really. So, 45 minutes.
All right. But 45 minutes with like 15 minutes worth of show.
Yeah.
Who needs organization?
I mean,
who needs it?
I mean, I was going to try to get us a stupid news, but I mean,
we love stupid news here. But like, we don't need a path to get to stupid news because we know stupid news is there and we'll eventually get to it.
This episode is just stupid news all over, really. I mean, it's, we are the stupid news tonight.
We're done.
Good night, everyone.
We did your work for you, Scotty Rock. But y'all do know with my return, that's the return of fill in the blank.
Feeling good?
Yeah.
Feeling mediocre?
Feeling that's probably going to be next week.
Feeling meh.
Feeling meh. Feeling meh.
Feeling aight.
Feeling aight. Yeah.
Well, let's do some stupid news. Scotty, you ready?
Let's do it.
I'm ready.
All right, let me play you in here. We got some stupid news with Scotty Rock.
Thank you. And tonight's show, I'm going to be cool, Scotty Rock.
Deal with it.
I'm going to be Scotty Rocks with my sunglasses. All right. So, again, I was really proud of last week's stupid news. This one, I don't feel. Anyway, I'm going to just go with it. I'm not going to put it down yet because you guys might like it. This is from NPR.org. Good friend of the show.
Well, first of all, who finds their stupid news on NPR? This must be a slow week.
Yeah. It is from January 18th, so it's a few weeks away. But yeah, man allegedly hid from coronavirus and authorities in Chicago airport for 3 months. Are we ready? A California man was arrested Saturday and accused of hiding in a restricted area of Chicago O'Hare International Airport for 3 months. The man told police that COVID-19 had rendered him too scared to travel home to California, so he hid in the airport, surviving on food provided by strangers. United Airlines staff spotted 36-year-old Adiya Singh and requested identification. They said he removed his mask and presented a badge, which belonged to an airport operations manager who reported it missing last October. Singh faces felony charges of criminal trespass in a restricted area of an airport, as well as misdemeanor theft charges. Cook County Judge Susanna Ortiz set bail at $1,000. She also said that if he came up with the money, he would be prohibited from returning to the airport. The hearing took place Sunday, where the judge was concerned that an individual had remained undetected in a secure area for so long. The court finds these facts and circumstances quite shocking for the alleged period of time that this occurred. Being in a secure part of the airport under fake ID badge, allegedly, based upon the need for airports to be absolutely secure so that people feel safe to travel. I do find those alleged actions do make him a danger to the community. He has another, or had, I guess, I should have looked up his hearing that he had on January 27th.
So he decided to hide from COVID. In not only an airport, but one of the busiest airports in the world.
Right, with a stolen badge from an airport operations manager.
This one actually has some promise, Scotty. I have to say,
in a restricted area.
Well, this guy. This guy reminded me of when I was younger. I did a lot of foolish things when I was younger. Thankfully, I didn't do this one, but I thought about it. Every time I was by the airport baggage claim, I always wanted to get on the conveyor belt and then go like through the hole in the wall and see where that led to. I wanted to see where that led to. So this guy had just inspired me. I'm probably going to go to Hartsfield Jackson in Atlanta and probably go do that now.
So wait, I have an update.
Ow.
Are you ready?
That sounded painful.
That hurt my throat.
Are you okay?
Yeah. I'm good. I
have an update.
Yeah.
This is from Chicago NBC5, published on January 27th, the day of his second hearing.
Ooh.
Man arrested for 3-month O'Hare stay seeks modification of bond. A California man who lived successfully for 3 months on the secure side of Chicago's O'Hare Airport will be back in Cook County Friday morning, asking for a modification of bond, which could potentially lead to his return to the West Coast. Mr. Singh was arrested 10 days ago at O'Hare Airport. Prosecutors said he stepped off a flight from Los Angeles on October 19th and spent the ensuing 3 months on the secure side of the terminal, somehow avoiding detection. Shortly after his arrest, Singh was released on a $10,000 bond and required to wear an electronic ankle bracelet as he took up residence at a Chicago homeless shelter. As a condition of bail, Judge Susanna Ortiz ordered him to stay away from the airport, calling the charges against him shocking. On Wednesday, the 27th, he returned to court. Far from the rumpled and bearded version of his booking photos, he appeared clean-shaven, alert, and focused during a brief appearance by a video link-in at a hearing at the Skokie Courthouse. During that session, his court-appointed public defender, Lindsay Anderson, asked for another hearing on Friday to discuss modifications of his bail. Prosecutor indicated that he expected the motion would include a request for Singh to be allowed to return to California. His longtime friends expressed shock at the allegation, saying that it did not sound like the person they knew. Does it ever? It seemed very unlike him to do something just like disengage from the outside world, said Adam Dinkeldine. Wow, terrible last name. Who shared?
Really? I think.
What judgment?
Dinkeldine.
This reminds me of Dinkelberg from the Fairly Odd Parents.
He shared a house with Singh when they were both students at Oklahoma State University. I definitely would not have seen that coming at all. I hope he can get some help that is appropriate for his situation. Another person said he'd walk into a room and he'd lighten up the space, said someone who worked with him. Let's see.
He must have been going through some stuff, huh?
He took really good care of people. He always wanted to make people aware of problems that exist in society and how he could contribute. The man I knew was super caring and open. If you would approach him, you felt really inspired. Yeah.
He must have been going through some stuff.
This man was not the man they knew.
But I will say this, Scotty, you really undersold that, because so far I think that's the best stupid news of the year.
Really?
I mean, we all know how my picks perform in the year-end tournament, because none of them
I know.
I personally think that's the best one of the year so far. I really do.
All right. Well, I
too think it is.
Stop myself mid-sentence.
We will see you in the finals, Mr. Airport Man. That was stupid news.
And I think we should throw Mr. Dinkeldine in there just for the last name.
The Dinkeldine Award for most underrated stupid news of the year. I like it. I like it a lot. So, wow. Yeah, I really enjoyed that. That was good. Well done. Well done.
You're welcome.
So,
thank you.
Yeah, we've pretty much had a show here. I've got something for your ears, and I'm gonna be pretty boring and basic. Usually I like to let you know about the independent stuff, but the Foo Fighters' new album, Medicine at Midnight, I think it's their best one since Wasting Light, personally.
All right, I have to listen to it.
I think you should definitely check it out. Yeah, they really did some stuff on this album, and I feel like nothing wrong with a couple that came before it. Of course, Sonic Highways was a really cool concept. But yeah, Medicine at Midnight, new Foo Fighters album. That's something for your ears. I think you should check it out. I think if you just like good modern rock, you're always going to like the Foo Fighters, but especially you're going to like this album. So go for that. And that's something for your ears. And then I think we have one more segment that we usually do here when Mr. JD's in town. Do we have?
Yes. Yes, it is that time.
All right.
which means I need to bring up my music.
Hit the
by
music.
the sultry sound waves of one Mr. Michael Bubble. I call him Michael Bubble. He's actually Michael Bublé.
Now remember, you got to cut it off before 15 seconds, or
oh yeah, I got you.
We'll get banished.
Banished. Oh, Actually, I have something about banished. Now that we're on that, but we'll talk about that after this.
All right, sounds good.
To feel good.
And I'm feeling good
On a hat.
That's right. It's time for Feeling Good with the one, the only JD. That's right. I get to introduce myself and where did my story go? Wow. Live shows are wonderful. I don't have my story.
Boom, 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 boom.
All right. Anyway, local celebrity rooster stolen from storefront. You see how quickly I got into that? That's how great I am with technology, by the way. Local celebrity rooster stolen from storefront, eventually found and returned. We have a lot of cute dog and cat stories on the internet. There's a ton of them. So why don't we talk about a rooster story? Kimberly Johnston is really proud of her small town in Florida. Yes, this is a Florida story where Fred the rooster is a local celebrity. He lives outside a store owned by Emma. She rescued him and loves him very much. And the other week, Fred was stolen. It was the talk of the town and everybody was hellbent on getting Fred back home. Thankfully, Emma found security footage of a man chasing Fred around the parking lot and driving off with him. When police went to the house of that criminal, he folded like a leaf, and now Fred is back at the store where he belongs. Kimberly is very proud of how much the town cared for Fred, and I can't believe that we have to say this, people. Don't steal people's pets, roosters or otherwise. Just don't steal them. But really, really good job of the town having each other's back and getting was Fred the rooster back to his owner.
One question. So was the rooster stolen? Can we confirm by Florida man?
We can't confirm it, but I think we can go with the assumption that yes, Fred the rooster was stolen by Florida man.
All right. And returned. So survived his brush with
Yes.
Florida man.
Yes. One of the few things that actually survived Florida man.
So the Super Bowl trophy almost didn't survive Florida man because Tom Brady's
Yes.
Florida man now.
Well, that's newly minted Florida man.
He's like Florida man, like unleashed right now. So he's like,
Yeah.
he's all in it.
Yeah. Now, would you rather be Florida man or former man?
Florida man.
Florida man. Yeah.
What?
Do you even know what former man is?
No, I have no idea.
Okay, we're not going to get into that then.
Oh, I just like I have right now. I'd want to go to Florida. That's all I'm saying because
Do you?
I can't go anywhere right now. Yes, it's warm there. It's 85 degrees.
Okay, that's a good thing we could talk about. Where do you want to go when this pandemic is over?
Hawaii.
Top 5. Ooh, Hawaii's good. Top 5 places. Top 3. No, 5. You want to do 3 or 5?
Let's do 3 because I have my 3 that I'm planning on
3.
all in one swoop.
Okay, I have a question.
What's that?
What's that?
Is it like if we could go anywhere, or is it realistic?
I'm gonna say make it realistic. Because this is like, for me, the top 3 places that I'm going to go to, I'm actually going to go to.
Okay.
Like, these are places that are going to be on my list as soon as I can go places.
And they are.
Oh, you want me to go first?
Yeah, you can go first because I need to think of a third.
So mine revolves around all the people that I've met online in the past, like, little less than 12 months playing all these internet games. You know how I've been doing that.
The sequester, yeah.
See, I thought he was talking about me.
I'm sorry.
I thought you were talking about me.
Yes, and you. I'm sorry, Scotty. I met you before all that stuff. So yes, you were the springboard. You were the catalyst.
All right.
See how I saved that?
Yeah, good job.
Smooth.
Okay. So I think my top 3 places, and here's the thing, I have more than 3, so I'm gonna say 3. I'm gonna say more than 3. The places I'm going to go, number one, I'm going to Chicago. There's a lot of people in Chicago.
Watch the airport.
Yeah, watch out for our stupid news guy.
I'm flying in the Midway. I'm not doing O'Hare.
All right.
No, I'm not. I might get tempted to go live 3 months in the airport. So Chicago's one. I could also kind of combo that into going to Minnesota. I have some friends in Minnesota that I'd like to see. Or they could come down to Chicago. We'll work it out. But up there, let's start with up there. Number 2, Arizona. Like I said, these are all friends going to visit friends. Arizona's up there. Number 3, Nashville. Because good old Quinn's there.
Don't forget my hat.
Yes, I still have your hat.
That I left there like 2 years ago.
I still have your hat. It's still here. Yes.
Yeah.
And then the 4th one, I'm going back to NYC, baby. Going back to NYC. There's like 5 people there that I got to meet up in NYC, and then I could probably even make a combo trip and go visit Scotty Rock.
All right, I want you to know, though, unfortunately, the Olive Garden, I don't know if it's open. So you might have to not go to the Olive Garden.
Trip's canceled. Trip's canceled.
The whole purpose was to go to that specific Olive Garden. Dreams have been crushed.
Can't go there anymore. That's where we're going to have our meetup. Our sequestered.
We could go. How about
Garden?
I'll meet you at the 24-hour Krispy Kreme instead.
Okay, you just salvaged the whole trip. Thank you.
All right.
I can turn my video back on.
There we go. All right, so we got a bonus one there with NYC. We got 4.
Well, yeah. I mean, I said more than 3. Also, yeah, that's good. That's good.
Yeah, it's cool because I have 4 as well. I have the next 3 states that I'm going to check off the list, which I'm going to do this year, which are Utah, Colorado, Wyoming. After that, I'll only have 6 left. I will have Washington, Oregon, Idaho, Montana, Alaska, Hawaii remaining. I'll take care of those in a different year. But Utah, Colorado, Wyoming, I'm planning on driving to at some point in 2021. Also, honorable mention, my number 4 is I want to reschedule the cruise I was supposed to go on last year from Charleston to the Bahamas.
One too.
Because that got bagged, obviously, with Rona. So easy for me. I mean, there's so many places I want to go, though. But that's what's on the radar for the near future. Mr. Rock, are you ready?
So for me, I'm not so much going to go places because being married with a child, it's hard to just say I want to go here. So one of them will be a state, and the other 2 will be more events.
Okay.
My state is Nashville. I definitely want to make a trip down there.
That's a city.
I've never been. L is, I know it's not in Nashville, but it's in Tennessee, is a giant Elvis fan. And I want to take her to Graceland.
Yeah, 3-hour drive, by the way, to Memphis.
Whatever. You know what? We'll make a trip out of it.
Let's do it.
So that's the place. And the events are, number 1, I had tickets to go to the first AEW show on the East Coast, wrestling. Yeah, I know.
You gargle nails before the show?
You guys bring out the teenager in me. I had tickets to an AEW show that Elle got me for my birthday last year. The tickets were in February. It got canceled and postponed 4 times now. It was now postponed to September. So I will be at that show. What's wrong with me?
Make me want to drink some water over here. Everyone take a sip.
I took one earlier.
All right,
you saw me.
There we go.
So I really want to go to that show. There it is again. So I will be there.
Was it like a pay-per-view or like a week?
No, it was just a show. Okay. But they postponed it till September. And I am curious because they're saying they can Governor Cuomo is saying sports stadiums and arenas can open, but at 10%, which is fine. However, if an event is sold out and the tickets were all postponed. How do they do that?
They wait until they can allow full capacity. And the reason I know that is because my boys Billy Bauer Band up in Pennsylvania have a Dave Matthews tribute show that was sold out before the Rona times. They were going to try to do it next weekend, but it's sold out. They can't pick and choose who they allow in, who they don't. So they push it all the way out to November. So that's
okay. That's good. And I'm hoping by September, things will be a litit bit better. The fact that they're opening up arenas and stuff here is a good sign. So anyway, that's number 2. And number 3, I just want to go to a concert this summer. I miss concerts. Elle and I would go to at least 1 or 2 concerts every summer at either PNC Bank Arts Center or Bethel Woods. And we obviously couldn't this past summer because nothing was, open. But I just miss going to wrestling events and drinking overpriced beer, and going to concerts and drinking overpriced beer. I just want to go to an event of some sort
and drink overpriced beer.
And of course, drink overpriced beer.
All right. Well, what are yours out there in QuaranTimes land? Let us know, of course. And JD, I think there was something you were going to say before feeling good that you wanted to come back to. I don't remember what it was, though. I don't even remember what prompted it.
I forgot.
All right. Well, if you remember, we'll save it for next time.
Was it about a sort of tube that...
Oh, crap. No, that's me, though. Yeah, so...
No, but I think you said something about that.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Well, so basically, before we go, I was about to sign off and leave them hanging, even though I promised something at the beginning of the show. Yeah, we're putting all of our episodes from here on YouTube because I finally realized that it's a much more productive place for them to go than Facebook. Sorry, Zuck, but your algorithms are terrible. And I noticed the wonder of Facebook ads or YouTube ads. Facebook ads suck as well. And yeah, so if you go over to the Underground Music Collective channel right now, you'll notice our views on a couple videos have gone way up. That's because I invested. I experimented, and I'm like, why am I not putting the Quinn Spinn on YouTube? So for the first time ever, this will be the first episode in all of our runs over all of the years that will be posted in full to YouTube coming this Monday, February. God, what's Monday? 22nd.
And we can also, if I'm correct, we can also stream live, have premieres, right?
Yes, we can.
Ooh, why don't you do that?
Because that's how, and I know this because AEW Dark does their Tuesday night shows on YouTube, and they give a time, and people can wait, and then it premieres at a certain time, and it's live.
So we could even we could pre-record these and have them ready and premiere them, or we could live stream them. We could do it either or. We could do it one way one week and another way another week. We could, ultimately, did you turn into a 55-year-old man?
It's very hard to make this face and still function as a human. I don't know why I just started.
That might have been the most inquisitive face I've ever seen in my life. Every letter was capitalized and inquisitive there.
My jaw started to lock up. I couldn't do it anymore. Kind of look like Popeye. Or something.
But there's a lot of potential with YouTube. Not in February though.
Oh, that's right. Yes.
Yeah, ad revenue in February is some of the worst in the whole year. So don't expect quick success.
Well, that's fine. It's all going to go on the Underground Music Collective channel.
Don't expect Quinn success.
Yeah, it's all going to go on the Underground Music Collective channel, but we're still a ways off from being able to monetize. So that's kind of the point, is to get that
my
going.
YouTube account
so we can
is banned from Google AdSense. I can't make money on my YouTube.
Your band?
Yeah, well, not my YouTube. The ability for me to monetize via ads, I got banned from that.
Is it because you said Coke in Georgia?
Pepsi.
I mean Pepsi?
No.
Thank you.
This was because I was trying to make a YouTube channel back in 2011, and I told all my friends who just happened to be in the same house as me at the time to go watch my video, and Google said, you were watching this video a ton of times on the same IP address, since we're on the same network. You're banned from earning money. And I was like, dang it. And then I appealed and it got denied. So,
and that's for life?
Yeah.
Like, so if you create a new channel
And go into a new IP address.
and don't stream it from 6 different devices.
Well, it's Google AdSense, so it's associated with my Google account.
So what if you
I'd
make a
have
new
to create
Google
an
account?
entirely new Google account with
But
a
if you did that,
different Google Gmail address. But I could do it, yes.
Oh, well, that's good. At least you have that option.
Yeah. And since that IP address was in New Jersey and now I'm in Georgia,
there you go.
there's that face again. That we should hold on. We should take a screen grab of that face so that the
And
people.
it should be not inquisitive. It should be inquisitive.
Oh my god. God. So the people at
Can I
home.
look at him?
So the people that solely listen at home, they know what it looks like.
Did anybody screenshot this yet?
Yeah, I did. I got you.
Okay, good.
Oh wait, no, I got to do it again. Sorry, Quinn. There we
just
go.
lost.
That's better.
Okay.
Can you make a thumbnail image for these podcasts?
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
That should be the thumbnail image.
Yeah, definitely. With Quinn McQuakes behind me. Besides,
Yes.
Coach McQuakes. Let's be respectful.
The tectonic teacher.
all right. Well, I think that's our show. Good job, guys. Yay!
Yeah, this was good.
Anybody for a show where we had nothing.
Improv.
We went so far off the rails, we ended up back on them.
Yeah, full circle of
Kind of like
life
the Long Island Railroad.
on the way to
don't
Times
know.
Square
Yeah, that too.
to the
To
Olive
the
Garden.
Garden.
Funnier, but it's okay.
Anyway, so make sure you check us out on all the streaming platforms: Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Anchor, Stitcher, and more.
And
Check
YouTube.
And YouTube. Well, I just said that, but yeah,
Sorry.
YouTube again.
We should emphasize it because it's a good thing.
YouTube, yeah. We're there too now. Well, on the Underground Music Collective channel though, because that's where most of the traffic goes to. So I'm just trying to aggregate it all in one place. Plus, we're under that umbrella. You can go to undergroundmusiccollective.com, our central hub, as well as Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and LinkedIn. And anybody have anything else for the good of the order?
It's good to have JD back.
It is.
Good to be
Quinn's been
back.
around
It
a
really
while.
is. I'm not just blowing smoke up your ass. It really.
Please do.
Well, I mean, I could do that too, but yeah.
It's good to be back.
It's good to have you back.
Let's make it a goal until the next time we meet. Let's make sure our lives aren't Papa Roach songs. Is that a good goal?
Yes.
I think that's a good goal.
I think I can do that. Can it be a Nickelback song?
Let's which Nickelback song?
Something in your mouth.
That's actually
Good night, everybody.
That's
That's like your
that
pants
song.
around your feet, right?
Can I just say something about that song? That song doesn't feel like a Nickelback song.
Really?
I mean, yes, it's got the iconic
Chad
sound
Kroeger honk.
of Mr. Chad Kroeger.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's him singing, but like that's a rock song. That's like
dirty.
Quarterback, not Nickelback. It's like quarterback. Or like $50 back. Like that song slaps.